Yo, what is good, Guardians? Welcome to another Destiny 2 video from Ultimate Casual Gaming, the home for the casual gamer. I'm just flexing. In this video, we're going to be listing the 7 reasons to look forward to the Destiny 2 Go Fast update. Now, the update drops on Tuesday, March 27th, and is a crucial patch for Bungie in the future of Destiny 2. Now, without getting into too much hyperbole here, it's safe to say that this is a critical step for Bungie in the Destiny universe. But simply, this update has to deliver to bring people back to the franchise. Simple as that. Now, there's a lot going on in this upcoming update, so let's jump right into the list. And as always, if you like the content of the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Okay, let's go. Number 7 is Nightfall unique loot. Now, your final score will be separate from everyone else now with the Nightfall scoring, and what's exciting about this update is that they're finally going to be introducing unique loot to the loot table. Every one of the villains now that are in our strikes are going to drop unique things that are themed around the particular enemy or boss that we're fighting. These rewards are going to drop not every single time. So basically what they're saying is that you're going to get the chance at this reward based on how much you've put into the difficulty. So you'll be able to get a chance to get the rewards at any Nightfall activity, no matter what the difficulty, but you'll increase your chances when you use challenge card modifiers and set higher personal bests and scores. So earning these items is meant to take time. They're meant to be low drop rates, or meant to have low drop rates, so that these are very unique and rare rewards. So very exciting changes coming to the Nightfall. We've been waiting on this, and it gives people a real reason to grind that strike playlist, particularly the Nightfall strike playlist. At number 7, Iron Banner changes. Now, the Iron Banner is also getting some changes, and the biggest one that most of us didn't see coming with Destiny 2 was that they're going back to 6v6. I'm very, very excited about that. I think it's going to really bring back a lot of the excitement in the Iron Banner. But they made a lot of other changes too. They've changed the time of the matches to 12 minutes. They've got the score limit now to 125. They've got a lot of respawn changes in terms of really cutting those a lot shorter. The other big change is that all the control zones are going to start off neutral. So they had made this change where in the new one you start off in control with both A and C zones already captured, and everybody fights for B to create that excitement. But they're going back to the original one where you have to take your zone. I know I had friends who really didn't like that change in Destiny 2, so they're going to enjoy going back to the way things used to be. But they're also going to make capturing those zones take a little bit longer by default, and I think that's going to add some excitement as well, because basically you're going to need more Guardians on the zone in order to decrease the capture time. So the maximum of three Guardians could be on a zone at one time. And this is going to make it really cool. I always like that about Control. You can come in with your super activated and catch a squad on there and get a triple down or something, or even something even better. So I think that's going to be an awesome part of Iron Banner going forward. Right now it's the only mode that has 6v6, so I think it's going to bring something unique to Iron Banner. Also, I thought this was interesting. They're going to give you more super energy when you actually are capturing it. So if you're one of the first 3, I guess, you'll get the super energy. If more than 3 get on there, you're really not going to get it, I guess. So we'll see how that plays out. Number 5, Rumble and Mayhem are returning. So Rumble returns with absolutely no points for assists, right? You just get points when you get a kill, which is always cool. And they increased the player count, though, to 8. So we'll see how that plays out. I think they meant to add some excitement to the mode. But the maps are already small in Destiny 2, at least smaller compared to D1. So this is going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a lot of craziness going on in Rumble, which I think people are going to enjoy. I think this is going to be a positive. Mayhem is also coming back, but Mayhem is Mayhem. I think it's a popular game mode. People are going to enjoy Mayhem, so that's coming back as well. And what's great about this too is Rumble and Mayhem are back, but they're going to be rotating this Iron Banner as well in the weekly featured playlist. So all three of these modes are going to rotate on a regular basis. They're going to share their same location on a spot on the director page. So they're going to try to keep this fresh and rotate those game types every week. I really wish they would kind of keep Rumble as a steady playlist and break things out and let us play like Control if that's what we want to play, instead of rotating these things and making you play things like making you play things like Clash if you don't want to, and things like that. So, or Supremacy when you don't want to. But it is what it is. We'll still see if they're listening to feedback on that. Starting on the 27th, we're going to get Iron Banner, and then it's going to rotate. So you're going to have April 3rd with Mayhem, April 10th back with Iron Banner. Actually, we're starting with Rumble, and then we're going to go Mayhem and then Iron Banner, and then back to Rumble, Mayhem, and Iron Banner on May 1st. So all exciting. Again, designed to keep things fresh. Number 4. Go fast, and they aren't kidding. If you've seen any of the video that's come out of Destiny this past week, you can see that there's definitely more speed on hand here. I'm actually marveling at a lot of this video. They have done a lot to try and speed up the game. Everything from changing the respawn timers on this thing, as well as revive was changed, where you don't lose tokens when you revive people on death. So they don't have that thing again. They've also changed power ammo so that the power ammo respawns a lot quicker. So there's a lot more power ammo around the map. And I think this is designed to give people a chance to use more special weapons like snipers and shotguns and things which really haven't seen a lot of play. Ammo counts have also been changed to adjust to this, so it looks like they've increased more ammo for a lot of these guns so you can use them longer. But one change that I am loving is they're also cutting back on swords and rockets, so that they're more in line with what they're doing with all the other weapon classes. And I think in particular with swords, man, I swear I hate swords, but anyway, cutting back on the ammo of that is definitely a positive. They also have it where enemies are gonna, when you kill people, they drop their ammo bricks, which is interesting. Those will be up for grabs. However much ammo they had left will be left in the bricks. So I think that's cool. They don't stay forever though. I guess there'll be like some type of timer on that, and then they'll go away. But I think that's exciting. Also, speed and jumping / gliding are also improved. All of the classes are getting buffs to things like their glides and their strafe lifts and catapults, stuff like that. All of them are faster and more unique. They've changed the mobility stat range. They've changed the speed cap. All of that is happening, folks. Everything is designed to increase the speed of the game. So yes, speed is back, and speed in a big way. I'm thinking with all these changes, it may even be quicker than in D1. We will see. Number 3, supers are more super. Now listen, supers are getting a real buff here, going back again to D1 level super, and I think this is going to bring a lot of folks back. A lot of the excitement that's missing in the Crucible is due to the fact that still folks are getting only 1 super per match on average. So now they're recharging a lot faster. In fact, they're going to charge basically a minute and 40 seconds faster, so that's like a reduction of about 25%. They're also allowing mods to really help with a lot of your ability cooldowns at a much greater rate, so they're buffing these to be 2 times faster. So man, imagine when you're stacking this stuff, how much faster you can get things like abilities and particularly like grenades and so forth. Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Striker, they're all designed to move faster when they're in the super, equally fast, so neither one's going to have an advantage in that regard. And they're really focusing in on Arc Strider, really helping that one to have more attack animations, more dodge animations, and more range on the attack, so that super actually is more effective. I think that's a great change because the Arc Strider super is so easy to deal with. This is going to make it much tougher. They also made it where shoulder charge is back for the Striker Titan. I know there's going to be a lot of people excited about that. I hated the shoulder charge, but it really is a helpful thing in terms of movement speed. And the Dawn Blade, something I'm really excited about, is getting buffed all over the place when it gets its super, allowing it to have more throwing swords, giving it a longer super duration when you do get a kill, stuff like that, and your inaccuracy penalty with Swift Strike. They took that away, and the big thing is they reduced the Icarus Dash cooldown, so you can be moving a lot quicker with the Icarus Dash, which is exciting. So supers are more super, folks. That's the bottom line. We're gonna see a lot of really quality plays with supers going on. Number 2, nerfing the right things. So they are nerfing assault rifles, folks, particularly the precision or auto rifles like Uriel's Gift. Okay, positive outlook, stuff like that. They're decreasing the range, the aim assist for these precision autos, although their base damage isn't changed. So essentially, these things are not going to be competing at the long ranges like they do now, and they're really taking down the aim assist. So this is really designed to get these weapons out from in front. So they're no longer going to be the meta anymore. I think that change is welcome. They had their time. I mean, hell, it's been 6 months, folks. That's a long run. Good for the auto rifle. It needed to be back in the spotlight after D1, where it got nerfed into the ground. So Uriel's Gift, positive outlook. All you guys, man, you had your run. Enjoyed you. Moving right along. They're also nerfing invisibility on the Hunter, in particular on the Night Stalker, and this was also a change that needed to be done. Basically, invisibility when you dodge, they're no longer allowing that to break aim assist or tracking from projectiles that have like certain grenades, for example. Usually you would dodge and you'd be able to break the tracking on those things, so that's no longer going to be the case. But it will break it, but only for the duration of the dodge. So a lot more on that, but basically I think it was a nerf that needed to happen. There was some real advantages to invisibility that those guys got. So the right kind of nerfing going on here with assault rifles and invisibility. And number 1, everyone gets a buff. So man, did Bungie do it right this time. As they said this week in the developer video, it used to be in the past they would nerf everything to bring weapons that were really outshining everything else into line. And instead what they've done is buff everything. They listened to the community. They buffed everything in order to bring weapons up to where those guns are. Now, of course, as I mentioned previously, they did do a little bit of nerfing to auto rifles, but you could argue that those things were well out of where they should have been as an auto rifle, being able to compete with scouts and everything at crazy ranges. So they just put that into its own class, and now everything else gets a buff. So everything, and I'm excited about this, everything from pulse rifles, scout rifles, hand cannons. Hand cannons, folks, you guys should be excited because they're increasing the damage, particularly in PvE. They got the precision multiplier, also increased hipfire accuracy, ADS accuracy, all of that stuff is going to be buffed. So exciting time for hand cannon lovers. Sidearms are even getting some love. I'm excited about SMGs as well, getting a little bit of change, particularly to their inventory size, so they can compete. Because I always run out of ammo with those freaking things. Even linear fusion rifles, shotguns, and sniper rifles are getting buffs, man. So everything is getting some love, and they're also doing things with the perks to really help the perks be a lot more impactful, just like they were in D1. In particular, I'm excited to see that the perk Dragonfly, which essentially is D2's version of Firefly, really getting some nice changes where they're increasing the damage of it, the radius, and making the effects of it look pretty amazing. Again, Firefly was an amazing perk in D1. It's good to see that Dragonfly is going to looks like it's going to get similar treatment. So all of these things, as you can see, there's a lot to be excited about with the Go Fast update, and I can't wait to get my hands on the game and see how it all plays. I'm sure there will be some broken things, quote unquote, they'll have to fix as a result. As you can count on that for every darn thing, especially with these kinds of updates when you make this many changes. But that's what makes things interesting. The game needs this, and I'm sincerely hoping it brings back the excitement we need, especially on the PvP side of the house. Now, as always, I hope you found the content of this video helpful, and certainly appreciate you watching. If you did find the video informative, please remember to rate the video, comment on it, and share it. All of it's helpful to the channel and its growth. Of course, if you're new here, we do lots of videos like this on Destiny 2, and in the future we may cover some other games. So if that's what you're looking for, then I encourage you to subscribe, join our growing family. And that's all for now. A sincere thanks to all you gamers out there, both casual and hardcore. Now let's go and get our game on.